Most of you already know that ever since Christmas came to an end, I picked up another very healthy and a very powerful good habit that I still do until today. And let me tell you, the way that I practice it would literally make the 99% of people literally shit their pants with anger. Like, it is just so ridiculous the way that I do it. But at the same time, it is so efficient and so authentic for me that I can literally learn in just 1 hour whatever another person can learn in 10 hours. And that's not an exaggeration. You see, I practice boxing each and every single day, right? I have my punching bag that I punch each and every single day, and I just watch some boxing videos every single day. I watched like 2 whole hour and a half long tutorials on how to actually box in the first place, and I have taken action on both of them. I have watched those videos like 5 times in a row, and let me tell you, taking action on them was just so easy. I already know how to throw all the hooks, even though I've been, learning the theory for only like 3 months now, right? 4.5 months. Yeah, bro. Time goes by so fucking fast on self improvement. Like, yeah, it's awesome. But getting sidetracked. The way that I train it each and every single day is that I wake up, I do my morning routine, so I exercise, and I do other things like gratitude journal, meditate, and then after some time, at around 6:30 a.m., I always just go near my punching bag, and I just pull out a YouTube video on, for example, a boxing match that is covered by none other than the GOAT, Tony Jeffries himself. And I just binge watch that video and I just analyze the fight with him. And I look at the way that, for example, Mike Tyson fights or Tyson Fury or whoever was there also. I think Anthony Klitschko, that's his name. I don't remember. Yeah, you can tell that I'm a beginner, even though because I don't know these kinds of names, but we'll get there. What matters is that I've been practicing the techniques for so long now, and yet I only watch like one 10-minute long video each and every single day. But when it comes to actually refining the skills, when it actually comes to implementing the punches into my strategy and mastering them for the long term, here's what I do. For the next like 10 minutes, I just stand there and I punch the bag. That's it. Then I hug the bag and I move on with my morning routine. I go to the next good habit that keeps me fulfilled and keeps me mindful for the rest of the day. That's about it. No more, nothing less, nothing more. That's about it. That's the way that I like it. And immediately I can see hundreds of people in the comment sections literally spamming stuff like, "You fool, you're supposed to go on training for hours every single day. This is not how you master boxing." And yeah, even though it is not my primary good habit that I'm focusing on right now, it is something else. But I still like to do it because it helps me a fuck ton. It still, gives me some experience so that in the future, even though I know that I'll never get into a street fight ever again, like into a serious one where there's, my life on the line, I just still like to learn it, just so that I can get the feeling of knowing how it is to spar and having the confidence that I can protect myself and having the self conviction in myself. And so, of course, I just take small steps all the way, and yet I still feel like I'm in front of the 99% of people because of how effectively I can train. And this is the entire point of this video. This is what will make your life happier. You see, when you are grinding for any kind of skill, I don't care whatever it can be, that can be like your online business, whether that can be playing the ukulele, whether that can be learning another language, for example. It is not about actually focusing on the fact that you need to grind for 10 hours every single day for years on end. That's not how success works. Success is all about looking at what makes you happy about that situation. But first, before we do that, we must first change your identity and what is called your inner frequency. Your frequency is basically the type of electromagnetic signal that your body and your mind outputs into the universe, which then changes your reality forever. And so, the logical thing would be to change your mental attitude, because that's another word for frequency, into the state as if you already had the desired result that you're looking for. Meaning that you stop saying to yourself, I want to become a master boxer, and you start saying, I am a master boxer. You start to have so much emotional conviction in yourself that you already are it. And you don't need to practice for 10 hours every single day. You need to do it for only 10 minutes. And it will fucking work, bro. I'm not fucking joking to you. Repetition is useless without emotion and without the right mental attitude. Because that's what the majority has gone through. And it is like a truth that is now engraved in your subconscious mind. You do think that it takes years to get successful in, for example, an online business, right? That's only a collective truth that so many people around the world have accepted as a truth in their subconscious mind. But let me tell you, there are no truths in reality other than what the subconscious mind has accepted as a truth. Meaning that we can already start experiencing the pleasure of being at the top of our game when it comes to any kind of skill, whether that would be speaking another language, learning a martial art. You understand what I'm trying to say. It can be truly just anything. The end result that you're looking for should be your starting position. That's something that you need to write down, and you need to remember that. You must always, whenever you get into any kind of skill, already think as if you were in the shoes of the best possible version of yourself that you can become in that skill, in this life, if that makes sense. And then, with that happiness, with that calmness, that serenity, and that love, and that peaceful state of mind where you don't feel any kind of stress, any kind of hatred, any kind of fear, any kind of worry, you just approach that skill each and every single day. And that's how you dominate it. That's how you make your life easier. Because over time, this frequency that you start to output will literally start to change your life so much. Like your physical existence, it will get altered. Like there's no tomorrow whatsoever. It will literally start to change so fast, and there will come that one point. You know the dam analogy. You put so much water, which symbolizes your efforts, into a dam, which basically symbolizes all the grind that you've been putting into that dam. And then, as the water accumulates and more of your efforts start to collect in there, suddenly, at that one point, at that one singular important day, the water won't be held back anymore, and all of the efforts that you've been putting in will be instantly converted into rewards, and they will come flowing to you in in the form of money, woman, friends, respect, and all of these good things. And it will come so suddenly. But until then, you need to start becoming the feeling that you want to have. And what do I mean by that? Well, before you start to make a fireplace, and before you start to, you know, make any kind of fire in the first place, you first need to imagine yourself. You start to imagine yourself already having that fire. You start to feel its warmth, and you start to obsess about it so much to the point where you, of course, are 100% confident that you're gonna have it, right? And so you start to build it, you start to find the dry wood, you put it together, then you make the fire, and then, you know, you have the feeling of warmth from the fire that is keeping you warm now. And that's exactly what you must do. You must look at the small details, the smaller materializations before the dam breaks and it becomes near impossible to, ignore the good signs. Because let me tell you, bro, after the dam breaks, the rewards will be immeasurable. But before then, you still need to look at the small things that your new frequency of your desired reality has manifested for you in your life. The small materializations, you need to observe those and you need to cultivate that feeling inside of you that it is working, that it is coming, the dam will eventually break. And in fact, it has already broken from a metaphysical point of view. but still, you need to keep that feeling in yourself until the dam actually breaks. So you need to look at the small signs of, of that desired reality. For example, look at the bus. You manifest a free bus seat, right? And now that, and you can take it as a sign that your dream car is finally coming to you. You can look at the education system. Oh, 2 lessons now have dropped and I can go home earlier. That symbolizes that I am not dependent on the education system anymore and I don't need to go there anymore. My desired reality is already here. It is getting revealed to me. All of these small steps. And then when the dam breaks and you actually start to, you know, get the mastery and get the long-term rewards, then of course you will have that fire that will keep on bringing you warmth automatically and passively, and you don't have to do anything for the rest of your life. Okay? You don't need to waste years of your life just living in the hard times. That's not what life is all about. You're here to relax. You're here. Of course, you still need to take physical action, of course, to get your goals and achieve your dreams. But what many people fail to do is that they only take action in the physical plane and they completely forget about the mental and the spiritual plane. And this is exactly what we've been doing in this video. I've been aligning you on the spiritual and on the mental plane so that you can completely annihilate your competition in the dust. Bro, there are 15-year-olds out there who are making 100K per month. Per month, bro. That's more than your dad's yearly salary, if I'm being honest. So, it's not about how much physical action you can take. It's about your mental state and your spiritual state also. Okay? This is what will make your life happier. You shift that frequency to the end result that you want, and then you start to observe the small details that manifest in your life. And you pay so much attention onto them, and you let them completely make you happy and completely change your day for the better. But first, you need to become a source of that good feeling. Just like before you make that fireplace, you attract that fireplace into your life because it first existed as an imagination in your head, and then you create it, and then it gives you the feeling of warmth, right? This is what will make your life easier and happier. Okay? And don't just take this from me. I am a person who has helped countless amounts of people in the past achieve their desired reality and get a stronger discipline, willpower, and a productivity. And guess what? They haven't even seen my Timeless Reader's Mindsets yet, which is a collection of 24 unbreakable mindsets that, if applied to your day-to-day life, will guarantee success in any kind of life situation, in any kind of life test, and you will pass it successfully. So you'll get closer to your desired reality, like there's no tomorrow whatsoever. So yeah, go grab it. There's a discount happening over there right now. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you